Summer project.
Summer project. Get speakers.
I hate to break the fishing news after Remcheck, but I'd like to speak about the ice hockey.
Congratulations. You're one of the 13 listeners of the Real Life Podcast.
We just traded a migraine in for like an orgasm.
Might want to mark that down.
You really are.
All of my projects are on schedule until they're not.
A member of the Nation Network of Podcasts.
About as funny as we're going to get today.
Yeah, but I put it. All right, I'm sorry. Sorry, I was eating a microwavable meal during the intro, but I put it on a paper plate because Wanye says I have to cut down my microplastic consumption.
Not Wanye, the medical science.
But if you just ate it out of the microplastic container that you cooked it in, you wouldn't have wasted a paper plate.
No. I don't cook. I dump it out frozen onto the paper plate and then microwave it.
That goes against the instructions.
Yeah,
How
does it get
this?
He's playing it safe.
What do they want you to do? Just like poke a hole in the plastic wrap and let fly?
so that the steam and the heat can cook it while some of the
That's
steam
part
is
of the
released.
cooking. Yeah, it's
so
probably al dente, isn't it?
It is. I eat so many of these. I don't need the instructions.
Respect.
What do you got?
Sometimes
that's a
it's
fucking
funny.
flex.
You'll get one and then you'll get another. One will tell you to lift the corner. One will tell you not to lift the corner. And you go, what's the difference, man?
Puncture the film.
Puncture the film.
How many, if you were going to inventory, how many of those plastic meals you got in your house?
Oh, right now, I probably have 3 more after this one.
Do you have like a dedicated freezer for the plastic meals?
A corner of the freezer, yes.
Do you know who the parent company of the company that makes that meal is?
BlackRock?
The casket industry.
What? So wait, are we on him because he's eating microwavable meals? I eat like 3
Your
a week.
answer is correct, by the way. That's the answer for everything.
Yeah, BlackRock does own it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
I haven't found a General Tao's chicken like on the blue menu. The President's Choice blue menu, General Tao. Oh my God.
The blue
I can
menu
eat that
is
thing
legit.
every day.
I do like them too, so I don't.
They make a delicious pad thai. But this one does kind of look like plastic.
Yeah, it does.
That's okay.
How is it?
It's a crave.
If you're gonna
shells.
if you're gonna give it a rating,
Oh, it's one of the top 3. I love the buffalo chicken mac.
You'd hope to hell
that
he
does-
enjoys it.
On the surface, it sounds amazing.
yeah.
Because
Good to have you back,
that's a good type of mac and cheese.
Have you ever seen a buffalo chicken in the wild, Tai-Tai?
No, I have not.
Wow,
they're spicy.
shit.
They're red.
Mm-hmm.
How was your vacation?
Really good. Sorry, I'm eating. The only one who sees the full video of this show right now is just Pat Puff. So I like that Pat's sitting here like waiting. All right, did they give me something good to clip right off the jump? And it's just me eating my
Pat, just post a clip of just Tyler powering through that.
Before
no
the show,
context.
during the intro was
No context.
It was a spoonful every second.
You're gonna have some hiccups.
yeah, maybe.
You're gonna be a gassy boy.
Before we get into other stuff, need to let you know today's show is brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky. Only the finest tasting meat products earn the Wilhauk name, made from 100% pure Alberta beef. Wilhauk Beef Jerky is aged, seasoned, marinated, and smoked to savory perfection. It is so good. Get your jerky on. Go to WilhaukBeefJerky.com.
If I was thinking clearly and I was on death row last meal, I was thinking clearly,
Yeah.
I'd request some Wilhauk as part of it.
Especially if you were on death row in like the deep south, because it might take them a while to get the Wilhauk.
So I just started thinking about
By
this.
that.
But would you think like one last meal, a little Wilhauk is part of the...
Oh, come on.
You know how like when you were a kid, if your mom wanted to spice up your macaroni and cheese, she would put some wieners in it.
a couple of
plastic wrap on it?
You could probably
I
add
miss that. I
Wilhauk
gotta
beef
do
jerky
that.
to like a
Oh, that's
million
next-
things.
that's gourmet.
That would make
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like-
That's making mac and cheese Michelin.
Cut up some weenies in there. That's nice.
I miss that.
I haven't
I
had
used
it
to
in a
love
long time.
wieners and beans, mac and cheese and beans. And Sweenies.
This was a hot debate during my trip.
Okay.
Did you guys ever go to school with a thermos of hot water and a hot dog?
No.
What?
What?
Let's get him.
That is the craziest thing I have ever heard.
Thermos of hot water.
Okay, so is
Did
the
you go to
idea
school
that
in a juvenile offender camp?
You're gonna open it, dunk the hot dog in.
but like
Do you
put
put the hot dog in before you go?
and then put it in a bun, I'm guessing, with condiments?
Who would send a kid to school with
Oh, the hot
scalding
dog's in
water?
the thermos
To keep it warm.
Oh, it's a long cook.
I think
It's a sous vide,
Oh,
essentially.
hold on.
It
What?
is sous vide. Yeah,
You leave it in the
unplugged.
hot water all morning?
Yeah, and then at lunchtime, you open up the thermos a little.
you got a
It
hot
doesn't
hot dog.
pour out
and then
because
you,
it's taking all
then
this
you
water.
microwave it for like a minute and the water starts to boil.
You can't put a thermos in the
You're
microwave.
putting it in the
What are you talking
microwave.
about?
Oh my
You should
God.
do that to skip the microwave step.
sorry, yeah.
The fact
Okay.
you're doing both.
Oh, I was in the minority. I never did that. I thought it was gross. The 3 people I was on the trip with were all like, "No, we always did
Thermos dogs?
Thermos dogs.
You just
and then
put
you
the
enjoy the
boiling
water.
hot dog water in thermos,
Yeah.
drop the dog in,
And seal it.
and seal it.
Oh my God.
Tyler, Tyler, you ever cook something in the microwave and then you just put plastic cutlery in the microwave too for 30 seconds because you like the feel of a hot knife melting in your mouth? My God,
that has to be one of the craziest lunch
disgusting, right?
assemblies I've ever heard of.
Soaking a dog for 4 hours?
I was trying to think of maybe hot chocolate.
Like a finale at the end where you microwave what's already been cooking.
Yeah,
And then you
to get the water out.
Drink the water.
drink the water.
You get the nutrients in.
Like the Limp Bizkit album.
Complete meal.
Dog water. Yeah.
Hot dog flavored water.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
Now we're
coming. Dog water.
These kids just chugging hot dog water.
So come on, man,
Piping
give me
hot.
some.
That is one of the silliest things I've ever heard.
Nothing wakes you up on a brisk December morning.
I have got to be on the other side of this. I've never done it.
Dog.
I've never seen it.
But you would?
You could have a hot dog for lunch that was legitimately out of hot dog water. It'd be a warm hot dog.
You need a
It
quality
would be
thermos.
fantastic.
You would need the Yeti of thermoses.
You need a quality
Back in the
thermos.
day,
Okay,
the
no.
thermoses, they didn't keep in heat.
Yeah,
so
no
the new
way.
the thermoses that we give
Yeah,
our
but we're
kids
talking
are
about,
like
let's go
metal
about our
ones.
day.
Yeah, they still kept it
ET
pretty.
thermoses?
You never used
Yeah,
to take
like-
soup to school and pour it in the lid?
No.
It'd always be cold.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the new
I
ones.
did.
I gave my kid soup for the first time when he was in like grade 3, and I legitimately had like a breakdown and had to go back to the school and be like, you know what? I don't know, because he's a clumsy kid. I was like worried that he would go to dump it in the lid, dump it all over himself. I didn't think he could handle it, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I had to go back and like give him a sandwich and be like, I'm taking the soup. You pour this all down your crotch. Next thing you know, you're the kid that peed his pants.
Oh, no.
It's just, we're not doing this.
I was a kid that went to school with 35 cents in his pocket every day to get himself a chocolate milk at lunch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
My dad used to pour from a 2 liter of Simply Soda into a thermos. So I got to enjoy some warm soda when
Liter of cola.
It was a liter of cola, except it was warm because my thermos was shit.
Our kids have we used to,
Thermoses back then sucked.
I used to eat probably 5 sandwiches a week of just bologna with mac and cheese in it.
Oh, that sounds
Mac
amazing.
and cheese bologna loaf.
With mac and cheese? That sounds lovely.
Oh yeah, it was good.
I miss bologna. Like, I love bologna.
I had
don't eat
bologna
enough
sandwich
of it.
this weekend.
Oh, it's so good.
You'll live forever eating bologna. It's whatever it is.
Or when they
but I
dig
can't
me
do
up
it
on
naturally.
a
Naturally, you get a big,
Mac.
thick slab of it. Well, plastic mac.
It's the same
Flat
as
Mac?
bologna.
more or less. I'm with you on that.
It's a molecule off, right?
My kid's lunch basically is like ravioli one day in the thermos, a pizza pop heated up in a thermos.
In water.
No, it's so
Boiled
gross.
pizza pop.
It's just the soaking
A
pizza pop.
Lunchable. And then like a turkey sandwich, and
Oh,
then
I love
and then we
Lunchables.
re-up usually the pizza pop on Friday, and I give him a little mini
In a
Pepsi.
thermos?
Yeah, you just cook it and then you put it in. And I've asked them, I'm like, is it still warm when you pull it out? And they're like, yeah, it's still
Man,
molten lava.
thermoses
inside.
now are
Thermos
insane.
technology is advanced.
Like you'd bring coolers to our fishing derby, and
yeah.
the ice would stay in it all weekend.
Those Steely Colemans, we talked about those.
Yeah,
when
we
you were
did talk
gone.
about you were gone. They're now up to $350, Chalmers. Now we're
$350
pricing them
for
out.
one of those.
Well, when BM tells his Ludacris concert story, everything is crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Went to Ludacris, as you do.
Yeah.
Last night, closed down K-Days. It was my first time at K-Days. I went to get a double spiced rum at the VIP lounge that I was
Well, now just hold on, Mr. Rockefeller.
at.
First of all, you're at K-Days.
Yeah,
Secondly, you're in the VIP lounge.
that's right.
I don't want to hear how much the meatballs cost at the Super Bowl.
But how much do you think my double spiced rum was?
$7,000.
I'll say $28.
$40.
So $20 for a single.
With the because I did the low end tip, whatever that is, and it brought it to $40.
99%.
Is it the whole idea of K-Days that it's affordable fun?
No, there was
How much
nothing
was the lemonade?
affordable. $12 for a lemonade.
How much is the big root beer in the big barrel?
That would have been.
I couldn't
equal
afford it.
to- Yeah.
That had to be more
$40 for a dub?
Yeah, for a double spiced rum.
God damn. Spice rum and what? Moet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just gold plated with Goldschlager, actually.
How was Ludacris?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? The guy understood the assignment. You're going to see Ludacris in 2024. All I want to hear is bangers.
Yeah. Not the new stuff.
That's all
Get
he
out
gave
the
you.
way.
So he
Get out the
essentially
way.
did all his hits. And in between the songs, he would drop his verses from other songs that were hits.
Those one long hit song.
So essentially he would do like Stand Up or whatever. Song ends. Everybody goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he did the verse from Yeah by Usher. Threw that in there.
Smart.
Bieber song?
He did. He did
Go
Baby's verse.
Oh, what's the one verse I'm thinking of?
He did Tayo Cruz twice because people were going bananas.
Break
that
Your
Dynamite?
Heart. That's the best.
Break Your Heart,
son.
Yeah, Break Your Heart. But man, he looked good. Still look
fit.
You look fighting fit.
looked
Still look like
rich.
Luda from
He did something cool
2002.
the other day where his
Did he play My Chick Bad? The one where he goes body looking like milk?
I don't remember. I was drinking $40 rum, so
Yeah.
he might have.
Understandable.
there was a concert of his in Atlanta or something that was it was canceled due to flooding. So he just went to a mall with a beatbox and 2 other people and just walked around doing a concert.
Luda?
Yeah.
In the Ludaverse?
Yeah, just walked in the door and he's like, move. And then all of a sudden people are all just around him. And it was like, okay, he gets it.
So I was talking to our boy Rick on Weathers Nation Radio on Friday. He was also at Ludacris.
Whoa.
But he just bought the general admin tickets. I'm glad I didn't buy that because it went so far back. I was like, I don't know, 5 rows from the front. And I turned around. You could not see where the crowd ended. There was so many people.
Where
Well,
was
that's that Luda draw.
Yeah, the Ludaverse.
It was shutting down
The
K-Days, man.
K-Days stage right by the expo.
The South Stage specifically.
South State. Okay, yeah.
So
That's
he
the
closed
big-
down.
The big dog.
But it was
the
madness
Luda
in there.
size
the risk
stage.
of never getting a K-Day sponsor. Is it dirty?
There was garbage everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was stunned by how much just everything cost. I haven't been to K-Days in 5-6 years probably.
There's just so much humanity there. It's so popular.
And just everything was so much.
Did you do any of the fun gambling games?
No, I was just kind of in and out.
Oh man, when we couldn't gamble when we were like 17.
Yeah.
And we used to go play, what was the game? You'd put your loony
Sickbo.
or toonie on a number.
It would be
and then
like
somebody'd
Sickbo,
roll the
yeah.
dice.
Yeah.
And you'd get your money back if you won plus
3 anchors?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
That was a good
So
game.
rigged, but so good.
Oh, yeah, rigged. They're like, we're not even pretending this is a casino.
Yeah, Luda also has a line in that song where he goes, I fill her up.
Balloons. That's considered to be the worst rap lyric in any major release ever. Do you know that? They did
Really?
a vote. Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
It's
the
terrible.
stupidest fucking verse.
It's an awful verse.
He raps that, eh?
Yeah. There's no way he sang that song.
He was good, man. I really, really enjoyed Ludacris.
Yeah,
He was doing acapella verses too, just for no reason.
He's got range, Chris.
He did probably 3 encores. Respect it.
What was the final encore?
Move, I believe.
Of course. Has to be.
Stand
Yeah,
up.
move, get out of
Where'd
here.
that-
Yeah.
Where'd
Stand up.
Stand up was early in the set.
Oh, that's a track.
He was wanting to see who the old school Ludacris fans were, so he was going back in the catalog. It was great.
Oh, man.
Having a
There's
good
a lot
time
of good Ludacris songs.
I forgot how many bangers he has.
Oh,
it
so
was
many
2 hours
bangers.
of just rips.
He was everywhere and anywhere for
he
a
had
moment in
few
time.
summers
Yeah.
there where he was hot shit.
Next stop, Super Bowl.
Maybe.
He talked
that what
about the
they're saying?
Super Bowl performance. He goes, "How many of you watched me on the Super Bowl?" And then on the screens, it was him up in the Super Bowl with Usher. Fuck yeah,
Oh yeah, he was there.
yeah.
Oh, like, yeah.
He did,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
They did, yeah.
So within the span of 6 months, 7 months, he's done the Super Bowl and K-Days.
I'd argue K-Days was bigger.
You really are all over the road, Luda.
But they bring in like
Yeah.
decent sized acts.
Glass
Like,
Tiger played at Taste of Edmonton.
I'm
I saw
sure.
him.
I saw Cardinal Fischel play at Taste Edmonton
Fuck
one
yeah.
year. That was
Flo Rider
mind blowing.
touched me on the shoulder at an Elks game once.
If people
I
are
saw
willing to
Salt and
show
Pepper
up
enough.
and spend money, they'll be there.
Yeah, fair.
You know who's drawing big crowds? Is the Riverhawks.
Like WCBL record.
Every game, man. Like the other night, they put a post up, 7,000 people, and they were getting messed with by the weather and the smoke and all that shit. And they still were getting thousands.
What do you think Luda's favorite verse was? Because he said it.
Of all time?
He did it twice. It was sick too.
Oh.
Acapella.
Give us a song.
Lady
It
that
was.
she would have
It's a
freaking the
feature.
bed.
Whoa.
Okay.
It's a feature. It's not one of his own songs.
Okay.
It is the O by Sierra.
Oh, I remember that song.
Okay, yeah.
So good.
I don't even know that one.
I don't even know that song.
And a different color. Whip, whip, whip. That one. It's so good.
Luda.
We gotta find it.
You got it.
What's his favorite verse?
It's his verse in O by Sierra.
Oh, that's like, it's like not just like
With a different colored
sentence.
whip.
It's a whole.
Yeah.
They always shout out themselves, these celebrities, when they're getting their Walk of Fame. But did you know that they have to apply to the Walk of Fame?
And they have to pay to
then they
upkeep
have
it.
to pay to
Yeah.
be on the Walk of Fame. And then they have to pay an annual
What?
renewal of the Walk of
So this is why the Weeknd got on when he was 14.
Fame. Well, probably. But they're like, oh, what an honor. Like, it is and it isn't. You
Oh, I thought there was like a committee. That was a big deal.
No. They
Well,
pay.
on May 18th, Ludacris got his star.
Well, this is it. And he was like, now my rate's doubled. That was his Instagram caption. Like, it is not doubled, Chris.
It should be. Given the show he put on. Damn.
Damn. There's
Shit.
so much money to be made in touring. I bet you he got, $100 grand to go to K-Days?
Like, especially
probably
looking
more,
around,
more.
like the millennial kind of, I remember tours that are going on right now. Like, that's what it was last night. It was
when
just
they had Mace in the
bangers.
River Valley a couple of summers ago, like Mace doesn't get out of bed.
Yeah,
for
dude.
less
When
than
I went,
100 grand,
I went to that,
Yeah,
and like Ashanti was there.
that's big money.
She was probably getting like 30 grand. He probably got 100, and then they can just go do it in another city and like the next
Oh,
week.
I thought you went to each other.
100 grand a week.
Do it.
No,
I'm glad I went to Ludacris though, because I saw Ja Rule was in there. He was also kind of like, should I go see Ja Rule or Ludacris?
Is he over the Firefest thing yet? Did that kind of pass him by yet?
I think he's probably
Hold on,
paying
Ja
it
Rule's
off.
at K-Days?
Ja Rule was at K-Days 2 days ago.
I don't hear a single word about this.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't
was
know
on it.
Luda was
Easy.
here until you posted.
I was
Ja Rule-
on it.
yeah, the only reason I know about Luda is because of your photo, but
Yeah, I didn't
fucking
even
sick.
know. And I should know, and I didn't know.
Well,
as a Ja Rule fan club member, you didn't get an email?
This is the
I should
official
know- I should
murder.
know well. Yeah. I'm on the waiting list for Firefest too.
Hey, Ja Rule fan, still living it up. He's in your neck
Ja
of the-
Rule did have.
he had
a
a
moment
minute.
in time.
He had a minute.
He has
I'm
hits.
like, wow, this is good. And
He can still perform. He gets lots of people in Europe. I saw a thing about Ja Rule. He did fine afterwards.
I wonder how he did comparatively to Ludacris at K-Days. Because last night, last night it was fucking rammed. in
Luda's
there.
the smoke, man.
Can you imagine? You're just like, oh man, for the next 20 years, I want to be touring one day after Ja Rule, getting 10 grand less a show. Fuck.
Tyler's like Tyler said, I'm at the Super Bowl. Now I'm at K-Days.
Luda's had a lot of
What hotel
movies
does
too.
he stay at, do you think?
Yeah.
Ja Rule didn't.
What's that?
What hotel do you think they stay at?
They stay upstairs, so the suites. Dog patch.
No.
Ooh.
That should be pretty nice.
You didn't notice?
Yeah.
Weston, probably the JW.
Yeah. You think it's that nice? Probably.
He rolled in with a murdered
What the
out.
fuck? He gets 100 grand to come to town. Where do you think they're going to put him up at?
It was interesting to see,
Days
like,
in.
because of where
Red
I was
Deer.
sitting in the VIP section, like, I saw Luda's, like, entourage pull in. All murdered out Suburbans that have, like, got the, what would you call that? Like, where cops have the bars between the
Oh,
front
like
seat
roll
and the
bars?
back.
Oh,
Like a limo kind of
Spit guards?
partition.
yeah.
partition.
They're murdered out, though. And then he made us wait like it was 2002. That rascal.
Yes. Got him.
He was late coming out?
Fucking right. He
With
was.
everyone chanting Luda.
And everyone was loving it. I hope
But
he
like
shows up
the
late.
amount of times people just around me were going,
Luda. Yeah.
What did
Got
they
it.
do in between? Because so the comedy festival and the May show both had huge delays, and both times had the same guy. What?
Okay.
Well, they had a guy. They had this is going somewhere.
Okay.
Did they
That's why I'm not
have
saying anything.
the little short guy that's like the comedian around Edmonton that's at all these events that hosts them? Do you know what you're talking about? He does like the commercials. Who is that guy?
The Riverhawks guy?
He's everywhere. Is that him?
Aaron
He's
Bordano?
hilarious.
He's got the hardest job in MCing.
No, they
to,
had
like,
a-
kill time.
that's some dude from one of the radio stations just DJing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's cool when they let
You could
local
tell-
rappers open up for them. Because
Ashanti was 35 minutes late.
There was no opener at all. There was just the dude from whatever radio station spinning tunes.
That's bullshit.
and you
wanna
could
sh-
tell that Ludacris was late because they kept coming out and being like, you got to do another 10 minutes.
Yeah. Somebody whispers him in his ears and go, God.
It's the crowd strike thing. It's still fucking stuff up.
I want to shout out a local rapper, Arlo Maverick.
What'd he do?
He was at the Little Brick Music Festival, and he had all these old people singing his shit in the palm of his hands in like 3 songs. And he was doing like acoustic rap.
How'd they know his song?
Arlo Maverick? We
Arlo
went to high
Maverick.
school with him.
Yeah, we
How'd they
did.
know his
Marlon.
songs? You're doing covers.
No, he was doing his songs, and then he would get the audience participation in, and they were fucking all eating it up. It was hilarious and amazing. So shout out
It's
Arlo
cool that
Maverick.
he's still doing it.
He's good,
Yeah,
man.
he's good.
He's good.
We went to high school with that guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Really good guy. He used to do the weekends and like late nights at 88.5, whatever that radio station was back in the day.
CJSR?
Yeah, he used to do like when you'd go to the bar, you'd listen to him before the bar because he'd have like the wickedest mixtapes. And then after the bar, you'd like call in and be like, I want to hear this. He'd be like, Chalmers, what's up? He was the best. We just sit in a McDonald's drive-thru listening to him.
I swear he was Edmonton's poet laureate at one point.
Was he really?
I
Who's the
think
other guy? 'Cause
so.
There's 2 guys.
Anyways,
Who's the other rapper who was the poet laureate from the west end of town?
Arlo Maverick. He might have had different names,
Oh,
right?
did he make a Connor McDavid song?
That's Caden's
no.
weapon.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
He was the poet laureate.
So then maybe I'm confusing
both
the
were
two.
the-
Well, maybe they were. I don't
One
know.
every year. Poet laureate's an annual thing.
I saw OG Jonah rap at the Stingers game.
Who the hell is that?
The local dude.
Is it? Oh, go on.
That's all I know.
Oh, I thought you were looking him up there on your
No,
phone.
I took a picture because I couldn't remember his name.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. OG Jonah.
I'll never forget the first time we went to Iceland. We went to a music festival, and I was like, "Hey, all these fucking Icelandic bands are gonna be shitty," and we had no idea, right? We're like, "That's so funny," and I'm like, "Apparently they have hip hop. Like, that's so funny. We should go watch Icelandic hip hop. That's so hilarious, unbelievable." My mind was blown that the only rappers or really anyone you ever know, kind of in the Western world, are the huge hits, right? Like most people just know like Katy Perry and stuff like that, right? But there's underground people that kill it. That don't get any credit, that like in their city they have like lots of respect in the streets, but like outside of it, it's weird.
Or you get a throwback from 20 years ago and you go see Ludacris and he's all fight and fit.
That's crazy.
Did you see Retro Steffen's reuniting for a concert December 28th? Coke is sponsoring him. Retro Steffen's getting back for December. Coca-Cola.
Cocaine's really
So that's
going
good to
for
see.
it.
See
That's
if it
great.
sticks.
The brothers.
See if it sticks. They made an announcement last week.
That's the Wham of Iceland with the most respect, Chalmers.
Hell yeah.
So now that the biggest concert in Edmonton history, Ja Rule, is over, and Ludacris, are you able to now focus on the Olympic Games?
I've watched a little bit of the Olympics.
Wait,
I am sadly not as engaged as I should be.
you're not that into the Olympics.
It's not that I'm not in the Olympics. It's just I've been away. I'm trying to get my life back in order, so I'm not as.
The opening ceremony was so weird.
It was
Yeah,
so weird.
and then I'm trying to look back to see it, and they've taken it down.
It was so
Because a lot of
odd.
it was really weird.
What
and
was
really,
the weirdest part? What do you think? I
It
watched
started out really weird.
Didn't they do like a remake of The Last Supper?
kind of sure did.
Say what?
Yeah.
That they have since apologized for.
Oh,
Why?
Yeah, they did the remake. There was
I
a
don't
lot
know
of
if we really need to break it down.
Are you telling me there wasn't beatboxing at the original Last Supper?
There was a lot of religious kind of visuals.
It should have just been like a series of mimes.
Yeah, people don't want religion. They want Katy Perry singing fireworks.
But then they got Lady Gaga, who had made this big production to get down to a piano,
Yeah.
play it for 3 seconds,
all you
and then
need.
do the weirdest dance, and then walk up some stairs. And that was the Lady Gaga part.
And then live to Celine in the bloody Eiffel Towers.
I heard Celine slayed it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to see it. Or can I see it? Like I said, I've been living on a rock.
Well,
They're really strict with it. Like they take it down off X.
Well, it like
Stupid, man.
the Olympics are so litigious.
Before we,
Why? It's the Olympic way. Everybody watch. Okay.
It just proves that it's really about making money and it's not about the athletes.
No, that's
before we did ONR on Friday, we were watching the opening ceremonies, and Rick he kind of gives me a nudge. He goes, "Do you like this?" I go, "I don't know." I'm just kind of watching. He goes, "This isn't for me." Yeah, just kind of walked in here all disappointed.
it's just some of it just doesn't make sense. But so it took me a couple days to get into it because, like, number one, with the time difference, you have to kind of figure out. It's confusing. You never know when things are happening.
Well, just watch the replay.
But I found the way.
Okay.
They have the greatest Paris 2024 Olympic app. It is so good that you can go on it. It tells you to the minute when things are happening. You can then favorite sports. You can favorite Canada as a country, and it will show you to the minute. Like, I knew that the last swimming event was happening at 1:53. So you could just look in your app and you could time it to just watch at that moment. Right. And without that kind of structure, the Olympic Games is hard to follow.
Oh, there's so much
all of
going
a sudden, the opening ceremonies are done. I wake up and there's 9 medals given out, 6 in judo. And you're just like, well, I had no idea that was even happening. and what do I do now? Do I
10
just
meter
wait?
pistols done?
Do I just wait till prime time and then try and catch up with it all at prime time? That's spending 5 hours a night watching the prime time, either live or PVR.
I don't know when anything's on either, because then I find myself watching something and then it cuts and then it just reloops what I was just watching. I have no concept.
Yeah,
of when
and so
things
the
are on.
other reason the app is great is because if you just want to know how Canada's teams or individuals have fared and you just favorite Canada and you can filter it by your favorite, you can then just scroll the whole day and it just tells you how each event did, even if they didn't medal, if they did medal, it's the only way that I will be able to keep recording, because usually it takes a week and then you got another week and then it's done. Right.
The way I used to stay so plugged into it is I would for 2 hours before bed, I'd watch all the recap. And that's kind of how I would get caught up because like you're right, Chalmers. It is so much, and it's nice to know they have an app to help with all that wayfinding.
Chalmers knows watching especially the Summer Olympics with Jay is an amazing thing. He'll just be sitting there and he hasn't said anything for like 5 minutes. He's like, this decathlete from Belarus had a really bad World Championships 3 years ago. You're like, how the fuck? And he's like, no momentum going into this whatsoever. Then the guy gets second. He'd be like, ugh. Like how you stayed abreast of all
I
of
know,
the
I
different
loved
sports.
it. And I feel
It's
so
incredible.
disconnected to it right now.
Right. And so here's another thing. I'm working at my house in my office, and all of a sudden I look on the app and I see that, well, we've got a Canadian in the women's judo final coming up. Right. And I'm like, well, shit. So I tune in like 5 minutes before. This person is apparently like the greatest at judo ever. Multiple world championships.
A Canadian?
Like, yeah. She's amazing.
Is she the one that won gold?
Yeah, she's the one that won gold. And like, you would never know. How does she devote her life to judo and nobody knows it except for 5 minutes before she goes on? That's what I like about the Olympics so much. You find all these like hidden stories.
Chalmers, every time I try to talk to you about women's judo, you tell me to shut up.
I know, except for this 1 week.
What's that lady's name?
Every 4 years. Krista.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know. No.
So Summer McIntosh has won us 2 golds.
She's won a gold and a silver.
Penny Alexiak?
Oh, is she past her prime?
No, she's fucking right in her wheelhouse.
Tyler thinks
she
she
is there
retired.
because Jamie Alexiak's over there. She brought like her whole family over. I do
Or
know
maybe
that.
not her disciplines yet.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't
she,
think
like,
we're in her
she's going to
disciplines
be the most, or already is the most decorated Canadian summer athlete.
Snoop Dogg carried the torch. See that?
Yeah.
That's all you need.
As
for
it
me.
should.
That's all you need.
I'm glad
Of course, he
the rappers are
crept
having
walk
their
with
day.
it. He had to.
The real story is
Bloods are
the
punching air right
women's
now.
soccer team. And
You mean the drone?
Drone scandal is so dumb.
oh my
drones?
God.
It's so dumb.
Well, we were talking like, what secret information could they get outside of, I guess, the penalty kicks in terms of getting where players kick during penalty kick practice? So a goalie can, I'm trying to get like what kind of, it's not like, they run a 3-1-3-4 or whatever, how many
But even
players
in
are on the
hockey,
field.
if you had access to like a hockey practice, like what are you getting from that practice that you can't get by just watching another match they've played?
Hey, that guy can skate backwards.
What I don't like about this is that, number one, Canada has an outlook in the world where, we're polite.
We're squeaky-
We are squeaky clean. We do things the right way.
Until we
and
don't.
in one fell
Well,
swoop,
to be fair, the coach isn't Canadian.
a
Bev.
team that didn't even need
Where's
to
she
do
from?
this.
She's got an accent. I don't know.
Like
She's like New Zealandish or Australian.
You don't think she's a sleeper agent?
She could be a sleeper
Bev.
agent for New Zealand,
great.
who ratted us out.
Did you see the New Zealand men's basketball team do the haka against the U.S. team? And they were all like very impressed by it and clapped.
I
after.
love the haka.
The Hawk is awesome.
Love the
Greatest
haka,
thing
man.
in
The Hawk
sport.
is great.
All the athletes commit. Every sport, every team, every game. It's impressive.
Will the Canadian women's soccer team?
They're gonna do it.
Will they?
They're gonna fucking
They're
do
gonna
it.
win out
That's the
and move on, right?
storyline.
And then
by
the drone
getting
flies overhead.
6 points taken away.
With a-
That is
with a gold
3
on it?
wins.
It's just
Two
not a
wins.
drone this time. It's a
It's
blip.
2 wins.
I thought it was-
Wins is 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're not even hiding
by
this shit.
still advancing.
Yeah.
because they're
So
2-0 right now.
if they beat Colombia, they will do it.
It's crazy.
And like that's the great thing about this. It's coming out of this is the women's are like, fuck this. They've taken away 6. We're gonna go get 9. And we're gonna come out of this. And if they come out of it, look out. So maybe the coach is playing the long game and maybe knew something. Maybe he knew this is the fire that the team needed. We will all unpack that after. That's the
Getting
These guys
suspended a
aren't
year
trying
to
at all.
own the Olympics.
Get the drone.
Well, I think my locker. I think I've lost the room. You know what we should do? Cheat.
Get the drone play.
It's bringing the team closer together. Like take away 2 wins out of their 3 games they have to play.
Rallied the troops.
Yeah, feels good to be back. I just high five Jay.
It was a low 5. Fair.
It's still good.
So if you want to know what's going on tomorrow,
Yeah,
in
I just set up this app. It's great.
Awesome. So like
What do we got?
tomorrow,
What's on deck?
tomorrow we got the men's triathlon. That's at midnight, so you're not going to want to do anything about that. 2:00 in the morning, we've got judo. We got judo again. It's just till we got tennis. I mean, we play Australian.
Who won
men's
between
basketball
Djokovic and
tomorrow.
Nadal today?
Who won what?
Between Djokovic and Nadal
Djokovic won.
In what event?
in the 10-meter pistol.
BMX qualifying tomorrow. Our boy
That's fun.
Jeffrey Whalen or Whaley.
I watched the medley swimming yesterday, and there's a French swimmer taking down Michael Phelps' record.
I watched him.
And he won by so much.
He was like a half a length of the pool ahead of everyone.
This is what blows me away about sport is that like somehow they improve. Like Michael Phelps sets the all-time record, most decorated Olympian.
This 22-year-old French kid just smashed it.
Records are falling.
Summer McIntosh she'll pass Penny Alexiak for most decorated Canadian.
Well, Penny's past her prime, Tyler.
Well, maybe. Summer McIntosh
How is she
17.
doing? Isn't she past her prime? What a rude comeback.
I think
because swimming has a
if I'm
super
going to
short
guess
shelf
what
life.
Penny Alexiak's age is,
No, I don't even want
this way,
29.
I'm going to guess 24 to 26.
24.
Oh my, past her prime.
Summer McIntosh is 17 in her second Olympics. She's the future.
17 in her second Olympics.
Yeah. Or she's about to turn 18, I think. But she's 17. She's in her second Olympics.
So her first Olympics, she was 9.
Well, they did the last Olympics is in 2021. There's like COVID.
Okay, so she was 10.
She was 14. And she won medals as a 14-year-old swimmer for Canada. Oh, no, she didn't. She just competed.
Oh, she was just in attendance.
So Tokyo.
She was with her dad.
Yes, Tokyo 2020. As a 14-year-old, she came 4th in the relay, or was a part of the team that came 4th. Came 11th in the 800-meter freestyle, not her best. 4th in the 4.
And now she's past her prime.
14, past her
4th
prime.
in the 400-meter freestyle, and then she
Not
won,
her best.
Then she won silver in the 400-meter freestyle this year, and gold in the 400-meter IM.
Not her best.
I am.
Somebody needs to explain to me how Felix Auger-Aliassime is scheduled to play a second round singles match at 4:00 tomorrow, but also play in a mixed doubles at a different court
At the same time?
at the same exact time.
Well,
Yeah.
That's
You better text him.
They're gonna have
sounds
to
like a
figure-
Felix problem.
I am also all in on the men's basketball program. I'm in on that.
They're good.
The
You see
Canadians?
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander getting in
I watched them beat
Giannis's
Greece.
face.
Yeah, SGA was.
We beat
balling.
Greece
yeah.
with
Giannis.
Giannis?
And his
All
brother.
the Giannis.
Yep.
Dude, we were
I can't
second.
even pronounce the
We
last
were
name.
second favorited
Antetokounmpo.
after the United States. Canada was.
Yeah.
Wow.
In these
That's
Olympic
amazing.
Games.
We're good. Jamal
We're good.
Murray, RJ Barrett, SGA. Jamal Murray's coming off our bench. NBA champion. Unreal.
Unreal.
That game against Greece
Past
was
his
fun.
prime.
That's good.
Past his prime.
It looked like Canada was going to blow it against Greece too in that basketball game.
Yeah, we're
got
lucky
close.
Greece missed, I think, 9 free throws during the game and lost by like 6.
How about South Sudan almost beating the States? They were 1 point away, and LeBron had to pour like 30 points in the last however many.
But that was in a pre-Olympic game, though, right?
Yeah, like a warm up.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
it's impressive. They don't even have a single basketball court in South Sudan.
Where do they play?
They're all club teams.
Oh,
They're South Sudanese athletes.
There's one kid that's going to Duke this year.
If they beat
He's
them, I
going to be
swear
a,
that
he's
would
going to
have
be
been
a
movie.
star.
movie? In an Olympic qualifier, maybe.
Produced
the
by
actual
LeBron
Olympics.
James.
Yeah.
It's EP'd, yeah. All right, should we move on?
It
Yeah.
would be a movie.
We should move
Tyler,
on.
you asshole. Called Past Its Prime, the Tyler Remchuk story. That'd be a movie I'd go to.
Where he just features people who are past their prime.
Yeah. You know what movie I went to yesterday with a very young man who you shouldn't take to a movie because his attention span and the movie do not correlate? I went and saw Despicable Me 4, but I can't tell you how it ends.
Had to leave.
Big Dog wanted to go.
I'm excited to see it.
He wasn't dialed into it the whole way.
Loved it, and then was like, we're gone.
I didn't realize, and I just found this out yesterday, and I don't want to ruin anything, but there's a prequel to Despicable Me.
When?
I don't want to say it. I want you to find out. It came at the end of this one movie I was watching. I was like, oh, all right.
Oh, well, we don't get to see the ends of movies in our house.
In the category of things I am not going to be looking up today.
Well, your kids are
Past
too
its
old.
prime.
Everything that happens in our universe has also happened in the Despicable Me universe.
It's predicted everything.
I'm not going to make the joke I want to make.
Shrinking the moon to the size of a marble. That's happened.
Yeah.
I say you do it. I say you unload the clip. You haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, get us in trouble. We're in the dog days.
Say something about the IOC. Say that they're.
And Boeing.
Say something about Raytheon. Yeah. Say something about the defense industry.
All right. You guys want to talk some hockey?
Sure.
Ooh, all right, sure. Hockey Dog brought to you by Bet365. Open an account today. Get in on a huge range of markets. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Use the promo code OILYBONUS to get in on a huge range of markets.
I'll tell you about Bet365. I was very excited about Bet365 because when I was in Iceland, I was going to Iceland Premier League game.
Really?
Yeah.
And you bet?
And it was against Valur Reykjavik
God.
versus Fram Reykjavik at the stadium.
2 Reykjavik teams played each other in the stadium?
Well, this was the plan. They have the odds. They even had some already pre-built parlays. So I loaded up. I go to show up at the game. Postponed.
Due to waterfalls.
Due to too many waterfalls.
Count
Does one of the waterfalls have a really cool
excited to
event?
go.
Postponed.
It didn't say.
Not the weather.
I got my money back. Thank you, Bet365. Thank you for having the odds. I was so excited to go and watch this game. Probably some kind of strike.
That's the software thing.
They still haven't played because there is some other cross league game. I've been checking in on it because I want to know if my team Valor won.
Could have done the clap.
I know.
Oh,
I was so excited.
Was it sold out? Like, was there lots of people going?
They all got the memo.
You
Yeah.
were sold out the arena?
I spent $50 on a cab ride to go to
you
this.
still went to the arena.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't check.
Oh, no.
I think I walked. I'm like, what the hell? The parking lot was full. It was for something else.
Isn't that the weirdest feeling? You walk in and you're just like, this seems. Oh, the parking lot was still packed.
Still packed.
Oh,
Very misleading.
waterfall convention.
Might have been.
Okay, hockey talk, and then we'll transition
saw a lot
out of the
waterfalls.
segment.
Yeah, you did.
Chalmers was so mad you saw so many waterfalls.
I was
So
not mad.
You were livid.
I
was doing a bit of a shtick. If I actually took a photo of everyone I saw, it would have got up to like 110.
Really?
That's what I would have liked to have seen.
But we were like, oh, Jay's not here today.
99,
And Chalmers,
100, 101.
yeah, Chalmers would launch into how mad he was about all the waterfalls.
That is just not true.
Chalmers, I was on
Listen back.
vacation. Let me
Listen
relax.
back.
I enjoy the waterfalls.
You're absolutely misconstruing this. I would say he's on his waterfall trip. He's on the trip where he's just doing a waterfall. What's it called?
Tour?
That's what I said.
You don't find them there. They find you, bro. They're everywhere.
A stick of getting up to like waterfall 75 would have been hilarious.
I could have done that by day 3.
What did I say that was negative towards his waterfall vacation?
The tone you're talking in right now was the tone
It's
you're talking in about the
defensive,
waterfalls.
Chalmers. You're coming off as defensive right now.
For being misconstrued as negative, as defensive.
You hate
I'm getting
waterfalls.
defensive about being defensive.
You don't
I
like
think you're-
natural beauty?
Yeah, no.
I love a good one. When we went to Phoenix, we did a 3-day drive, and the only place we stopped was at a waterfall.
There's no waterfalls in Phoenix.
There is absolutely one in Utah, and it's the
That's
Yeah.
get through Utah to get to Phoenix.
Phoenix adjacent.
Phoenix proper.
We drove to Phoenix. You know you have to go through Utah, right?
No.
Well,
You know
there
what the
you
state
go.
bird is in Utah? A waterfall.
The waterfall bird. Yeah.
I had one hockey question for Bet365.
Stan Bowman.
Do we think the dry saddle extension is done by the middle of August?
Yes.
According to X, it's already done.
Yeah, isn't it like 13.8 million?
Bob Sauver was teasing it. Those would be done quickly.
I have a whole.
Oh, it's so much.
Who said they wanted 4 years and then Leon wants 8, right?
So I have a whole theory about it. I think it's very similar to remember the McDavid contract? And I was like, Oilers and McDavid have agreed. It was like 12.75. Then at the last second, it was like, Connor wanted to take less, 12.5. I think they're just doing that right now.
So right now it's like 15.
Well, right now,
13.8.
Right now they're leaking out like 13.8, 13.9. And then now it's being, it might only be 4 years, And then when they sign it, it'll be like, look, Leon wanted 8 years, just like Belanger. He believes in what we're
Believes
doing.
in the program.
He wants to
Just
stick around.
like Belanger.
And he's taking it for 13 and
dare
a
you.
half.
Yeah, and he's doing it for 13 and a half because
Same.
him and Connor had a conversation that they want to win.
At the wedding.
At the wedding, we've seen very little content of.
because there's
Except for Mark McMorris is dating Lauren Kyle's BFF.
Are they dating
Hall?
or are they just hanging out?
I
looked
saw a
pretty serious
photo
to
with
me.
heart emojis. And
We were
and
talking
she-
about
and
it
she
on-
made Mark do his hair all weird
On
Mark
Thursday. Phone's locked away.
well, they've sold it
Seemingly.
too. Yeah,
They did. Who
they
they sold
sold.
to?
Well, Kennedy was
Mad Magazine.
I'm not surprised. That they
Mad
did.
Magazine.
The
They could do a fold-in.
photographers on site had done stuff for Vogue and stuff. So there's like really
Celebrity
high-grade
Monthly?
photographers.
Celebrity Wedding Monthly? Is that who bought it?
Oh, you read that?
Yes, I do.
Is that before or after you read Waterfall Hater Digest?
Waterfall Hater Weekly?
Yeah,
It's a weekly.
Top 10 overrated waterfalls.
every
Number
one
10.
of them. Iceland.
There's our little bit of hockey talk for Bet365.
That was architect.
Transition out of the segment with a break. All right. Speaking of weddings, I just want to say this once, and it'll probably bite me in the ass in 8 months. People make planning a wedding out to be way too much. It's not that hard.
Oh,
It's not that hard.
why are you doing thermos hot dogs?
Yes.
Ooh. Everybody
rattle off
collects
some
a
stuff.
thermos
Everyone
dog.
to dinner. You sit down. There's a thermos at
Of
your
the,
table.
let's say 10 items that you have to pick.
Yeah.
That you have to decide what you're doing. What do we have left? Like
Okay,
couple?
we picked our colors. It was a matter of one conversation where
Blue
I was
and
like-
orange?
She was like, "Do you like this color?" I said, "Yep, sounds good."
It's like the Beckhams with purple.
Yep. DJ booked, venue booked, church handled. Just got to call the priest, but that's easy. That's one call.
You want me to do it?
And his family.
I've done a wedding before.
Well, no, it's in a church, so you have to be a priest.
Wow.
Can't just slide in.
I didn't know you were. I
religion.
didn't know you were of that world.
Yeah.
Organized religion.
There's a family history that goes along with it, and I'm
Sure.
respecting that.
I love it. Good.
So hall's booked, photographers booked, DJ's booked, food's figured out.
Can you
What else
tell?
is there? Guest list is done.
What's your late night snack?
Yes, that's what I was going to ask.
That is one that's unchecked.
Microwaveable meals.
Food truck?
A hot dog thermos?
Oh, everybody gets a fresh thermos.
He's trying to
with
get
a
it a
weenie.
little.
That could be their gift too. A thermos with your names engraved on the side of it,
Why would they want our names?
If you will shout out
so they can remember
Oodle
your
Noodle
sweet
in the
wedding and your
vows,
sweet hot dogs.
it'll be taken care of.
The trade-off to doing it in a church, can you ask them to keep it under 45 minutes? Maybe a hard 20?
15 to 20.
I was joking about doing a social experiment where we just drag it on as long as we can.
Like Luda?
yeah,
And turn the air conditioning off?
see how,
yeah.
see how long, like by hour 3 and like the next reading from the Bible would people be like, I'm leaving. Like
We're
when
doing
do
one
you-
we never do. It's 3:17 of the Corinthians.
Yeah.
We've never heard this one.
at
We
the-
don't really know what it
at the
is.
request of the bride.
We had a buddy's wedding many moons ago because we went to Cowboys as the after party. And the justice of the peace, because it wasn't in a church, it was at a hotel. He had this hilarious comb over, but one of the comb overs kind of broke loose and went rogue and straight out. And it was almost as if it was a boom mic between the bride and the groom. And I couldn't stop laughing during the ceremony. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking ruin their wedding because this guy's fucking boom mic hair is going right in between them. And I don't know how they don't see it.
But maybe they did.
It still makes me want to cry laughing.
How do you stop the justice and be like, oh, excuse me?
just get one of the
Somebody
slick her
goes
over,
like
bud. Slick her
bride or
over.
groom
Oh
just
my
gives them
God.
these.
I fucking almost ruined my buddy's wedding because of it, because it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. So I'll hire that guy.
It's a priest.
Okay, make sure he has a good comb over.
Yeah.
Or a
It's
really
really-
bad one.
You know what I think is a testament to it not being hard is that you guys are easy people to
Yeah.
make decisions and to deal with.
Yeah, and Amber.
Yeah, Amber doesn't seem like the type of person that's going to blow a gasket over whether or not this one flower is blooming at the right time of year.
Not at all.
Yeah, so
When, like, what month are you having the wedding?
August 2nd, 2025.
August 2nd, 2020. You're timing with a long weekend? Dude.
Will that be a long weekend?
First Monday of August.
That's fine.
For who?
Our out of,
Everyone that has to shelve their long weekend plans?
our out of town guests who need to drive in. Got an extra day to head home.
Just
You ever think about that? Oh my God, it's not like I'm getting married on Christmas. People can shelve August long plans.
you know,
August 4th confirmed.
holiday.
Holiday.
Christmas, if it's later in the afternoon, is probably fine.
I think people who get married on New Year's Eve are kind of weird. There's a take.
I just think New Year's Eve's blown out
Does
of
your
proportion.
super weird religion believe in Christmas, Tyler?
Comes at a later date.
Does your super
August
weird religion
3rd?
not believe in Heritage Day?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Does your
That's what
religion
it is.
not believe in long weekends?
So you think New Year's Eve is blown out of proportion, but August long is sacred. Shouldn't have touched it. Should have let
Well,
it be
just
Heritage
think
Day.
about people and their summers.
If you don't want to
Especially
come,
people-
you don't have to come.
No,
on
I'm just
Canada
saying.
Day.
I'm just giving you some feedback. That's all.
I can tell by your face you didn't know that was a long weekend.
No, I mean, whatever. If people would rather go to the lake than come to the wedding, cool by
There's
me.
only so many lake weekends in a summer here.
Tyler's gonna get married like
Boats ain't
Twice?
free.
For you, I guess most August long weekends will be your wedding anniversary, so you guys have to go away and celebrate that on August long forevermore.
Didn't even cross my mind in that.
Oh, respect.
So now you're going to be invited to people's cabins.
So,
or
guys, golf trip August long. Sorry,
Anniversary time.
anniversary weekend.
Nope.
Okay, see, now you've gotten to me a little
I
bit.
bet it's bull. I had to give you the whole. Chalmers' brother got married on August long, and we gave him shit. He moved the wedding.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I'm not moving the wedding.
He ended up moving the wedding.
They did.
We explained it to him. We unpacked it all. We're like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And he moved it.
If I told Amber I was going on a golf trip for our anniversary, maybe not the first one, but after that, she'd be cool with it.
But like, but those are like long weekends are prime time for that stuff.
Yeah. I think it's a benefit to have it on the long weekend.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm just.
Because then you can drink at the gift opening.
Decent point.
What's that?
You can drink at the gift opening. Usually the gift opening is like an afternoon thing, couple mimosas, but nothing real too crazy. You could have yourself a fucking night.
Yeah, you can go the full Aussie way.
Yeah, we could have a day after the wedding party.
And then go on your honeymoon on the 4th, the Monday, and you don't have to burn a vacation day.
Oh, where are you going if you planned your honeymoon?
We know what we're doing.
Europe.
We know the area and the plan. We just haven't booked yet.
Where's the area?
Hawaii.
Nice.
And we're just going to golf.
That's cool.
Fine. Classic.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing.
Have you determined which island?
We looked at a few. I don't remember the names because they all blend together in my brain. But we've looked at a couple like spots where you go and book like a golf trip resort.
Are you concerned about the flight to Hawaii?
It's if it's direct from Edmonton, it would go over 6 hours.
How far is it?
Like 6.5 to 7, depending on which way you're going.
I can make it work.
You can make the sacrifice for your
listed at 7 hours.
Ooh, maybe we lay over.
Have you ever gone on just a golf trip with just Amber and no other like couple?
I think we've gone to the mountains a bunch of times and just
golfed the two of you.
Yeah. So that's what August long is going to be
from now on.
And that's okay.
That sounds great to me.
Yes. You could tell the pilot to land after 6 hours. You don't have to spend 7 in the air.
Do you have any tips or tricks on how I could get the plane down quick? One guy that went viral just started pissing in the.
What happened?
He just pulled his dick out, started pissing.
He was like, "I need to go to the bathroom." The flight
at his seat.
The flight attendants were like, "No seatbelt sign on. Like, sit down." And he was like, "Oh yeah," and just stood up and started pissing.
So to paint the picture, he was in the front row of the type of plane where it's not the front row and then a wall. It's the front row, the door, and then the wall. So you got this huge area, and he just stood right up in the middle of that area and just started pissing. Well, the like flight attendants are literally in their little corner right beside him, and they're like, "What in the hell are we supposed to do now?"
Yeah, do you remember when you used to have to go to planes in suits? Now we're pissing in the aisles.
They used to have a nice roast beef.
But they took our cigarettes away.
Wow. That's true. It was bound to happen.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Give
Also,
us our smokes back.
I would wear a smoking jacket and a fedora.
I would love to go on like a 1950s first class plane just once. Time travel involved. And just get on. They give you like a whole roast mutton.
Yeah.
You sit down. And you're like, that's pretty cool. They're like, should we give you a carton of cigarettes and light them all for you? You're like,
ooh,
that's pretty
very
cool.
classy.
After dinner cigar, sir.
On the way back from Iceland, our flight from Reykjavik to Calgary, in the same row as us was the Mountain from Game of Thrones.
In the same row? How many
across the aisle from the aisle?
Did he have 2 seats?
No, he was sitting in front of the plane.
So he had a big seat.
He had a big seat
because he's a big fella.
Yeah, like almost
400 pounds.
Why was he coming to Canada?
His wife is from like the Edmonton area.
Hold on, did you talk to the Mountain?
Shit, this guy's gigantic.
He's huge.
My girlfriend did because they were right across from each other. I just said like hello.
What's his real name again?
Gregor Mountain.
No, it's
Gregor.
No, that's his Game of Thrones name.
Gregor
Clegane.
Hold on.
That's his Game of Thrones name.
It's not Thor. It's like Hafnor something.
Oh, Hafnor Julius Bjornsson.
Yep.
There's a documentary on YouTube about like the underground gyms of Iceland where like no tourists ever go. And like halfway through, the Mountain walks in and like he goes to this gym where they just like lift cinder blocks and shit, man. And like everybody in the gym's like a world ranked fucking huge man. And then the Mountain walks in and like even among those guys are like, he's like Schwarzenegger of Iceland.
Oh, he's got like 4 million followers on Instagram. He's a big deal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This guy is gigantic.
So he crushes his airplane. Talking about the mutton, he crushes his airplane meal and then pulls out his own meal, which consisted of this giant thing. It must have been, we're thinking sardines, but it's probably herring.
You don't eat fish on a plane, Mountain.
He was it stunk. It stunk while he was eating it, but he was respectable and had a Ziploc bag to put it in after the fact to contain the scent.
Are you gonna tell the Mountain not to eat fucking fish?
Nope.
Sometimes people eat the weirdest shit on planes.
Yeah.
Though. I was coming back from Florida. Dude just pulled out like a full order of wings that he got from inside the terminal somewhere. I'm
Planes
like,
are so
what is
funny.
going on right now?
Like, let's all just jam cheek to jowl and go 30,000 feet in a flying death cylinder. Gonna bring my wings?
you
Of course
just a
you
full
can.
order of wings.
Yeah. hit it out.
Yeah.
You see the one dude that always brings like a Wendy's to go.
Yeah. There's always one of those.
Sits down, eats a big bacon classic.
Well, it sounds delicious.
Stink up the whole plane.
The thing is, though, it sounds delicious, but they wait like 2 hours before they pull out to eat it.
Yeah.
Some nice crawfish.
Yeah.
Get those gloves on.
I can't eat before a plane ride, and I cannot eat on a plane.
Do you have crawfish crackers? Never mind. I brought my own.
I put down my paper.
I can't risk having to go to the bathroom on one of those things.
Well, thankfully, they have toilets.
No, I can't risk having just the simple act and
You're not even going for a
stomach
piss?
ache and farting. Nah, I'm just not into it.
You're not going to piss on an airplane?
Oh no, I piss on an airplane.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the amount of drinks
Come on.
it takes
I
me
was
to be
gonna say.
comfortable on an airplane.
There's no caca.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an uncomfortable flyer?
Oh, buddy, anxiety out the
Really? Oh,
Really?
Crush the gravel. Just remember,
Claustrophobia?
airplanes are designed to fly.
Yeah, and I don't know. A
No.
single
It has
person
nothing
who
to do with
died
the
of
flight.
one.
It has to do with number one, the claustrophobia. So I have to be in the aisle.
That I understand.
The second thing is when things start to get a little hairy, I really just get uncomfortable.
What's a scenario where it'd be getting hairy? Like,
Drop
Lots of
1,200
turbulence,
feet.
just turbulence in general, kind of just makes me
Remember,
uncomfortable.
that's just
Except for
wind.
if I'm greased, I don't care.
How do you feel about the window blowing out on a Boeing? Are you pro or con?
Mostly because
it's mostly con.
planes can be hot, and I am notoriously hot at just my body runs hot. I need to have sandals on, shorts on. So if I'm like uncomfortable and I'm sweating, I'm like hot on a plane, and all of a sudden it starts to, that's just one more thing adding to the anxiety level.
Okay, I know Jay has a heart out, so I really want to talk about this before we go. Oilers Nation Open coming up on September 1st or August 30th.
Did you get emails, by the way?
August
Have we been getting any
30th.
votes or any?
We haven't launched it yet because no one knows what the plan is.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
We launched.
We
it.
launched.
Oilers
So we're
Nation,
not getting any bids, is what you're saying.
Oilers Nation Open, presented by Star Mechanical and Oodle Noodle, happening at the Millwoods Golf Club in support of Gregor's Grads. Millwoods Golf Club, private club conditions under $100. It is a great course. Can't wait to be back out there. Are we doing the three of us?
Well, so now
Yes.
I that's why I put it in the group chat because
And then we just ran with it.
everything's
Yeah, we
well, yeah,
launched.
but I don't know what your situation was. So yeah, we're good to do the three of us, or do we want to do two twosomes?
I'm good to do the three of us as well.
Okay.
I personally really like doing the three of us.
Okay.
And I like it when either one person or two people bid on us and we
Yeah,
get
it's two.
that
We
extra
become
money.
a fivesome. That's the
because
we're raising money for charity.
We're raising
that's
money for
that's
charity.
the added perk. You get three of us, so one extra putt.
And I am playing unbelievable golf
And
right now.
Tyler is on fire right now.
I got my handicap down to single digits.
nice. I shot
Wow.
67 yesterday
No,
on the executive on the executive par 3 course that the country club is right now.
and the par is
67.
oh, good
Yeah.
man.
Nice.
I haven't played around with there since last
Dude,
June.
it's
Let's go.
gorgeous.
Really?
And
Okay.
it's so much fun. So
Are you around this weekend?
yeah.
Or is it your wedding anniversary?
No. Let's go. No. Let's go. I'm not around this weekend. No.
Okay.
We're at the Pigeon Lake Music Festival.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Who's there?
I don't know.
Luda.
Good question. I don't know.
You'd fucking love it if it was
the
Luda.
Sloan, I think, is there.
Cool.
I don't know. But basically, our course had all of the greens and the surrounds needed to be rebuilt. Our sand traps were a mess. They had no drainage. They just turned into concrete. Our greens were all a type of grass called POA, which is it's not a grass you want to maintain. It's difficult to maintain. It's difficult to have come back. So we want to switch it all to bent grass. So the country club spent a lot of money to do this, but what they did was they made about 50 yards ahead of every green a smaller green, and they made temps that rival some course like
Really?
real
They're
greens.
good?
They're unbelievable.
Oh,
but
I
they're
gotta get out there.
And so, but every hole is like 50 yards shorter, right? So you're working on your 100-yard shot in to a small green. If you miss it, you don't have any fringe. So you're working on your 60s. It's been like the best thing for just like the short game. It's also great for the kids because it's way less busy. But yeah, I was dialed in yesterday. So when we first launched this and said that JR, Tyler, and I were going to be auctioned off, I said one of the biggest selling factors, other than the fact that we have a great time and we like to get our drink on and have just an absolute day, and the fact that it's for money, the third thing is you got a chance to win this thing.
Yeah, we'll have a chance to win this year.
You have a chance to win this thing. If we can
Wow.
take down our nemesis,
Arrogance. I like it.
the Ringer team, if we can take them down, which we've come in second, and third. This is what we've done in the past 3 years. Or is the second, and fourth?
Fourth, I think. Yeah.
I think it was fourth. Okay. It doesn't matter. This is the year, man.
This is our year.
Fuck those
It's
guys.
a cup year.
Come and join us on this run. We're going to raise money for Gregor's grads. Okay. So you launch the auction then. We'll tell Maddie. So Maddie needs to be updated because I told her just in case 2 teams.
Yeah.
So now we'll take 1 team as 3, a super team. Let's go trophy hunting.
So if you're no good, GTFO.
Fuck off, yeah.
Join Mainlander Tim's team.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what? Shout out Mainlander Tim.
I can't believe he's coming out.
He's coming out to play.
All the way from Dildo.
All the way from Dildo, Newfoundland.
Hell yeah.
He is like, it's so funny that we are now friends and see a guy that lives on the other side of the country at all these events.
He's cool.
He's the best.
Yeah, it's the best.
Cool.
So
like,
my neighbor Ryan Spakowski's playing on his team, and I don't know who their 4th is.
Still, I think.
Mainlander Tim, we are out of plastic Slurpee straws. If you would like to send another couple bags, that would be fantastic.
Why, they still got him out there?
I don't know where he got
Tim, if you are listening, I will cover the check baggage fee for a flat of dildos.
Yeah.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. They're delicious.
All right. What the hell are you talking about?
Delicious dildos.
Are we all back on Thursday as well?
Yes.
Yes.
This is back to normal.
And then I'm gone for a week.
Till we're not.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then the following week, I'm gone.
Oh, yeah. We're both gone.
That's fine.
The following
Back-to-back episodes.
I'm gone for
would be
2
good.
straight weeks.
That's fine.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right, well, that's a wrap. One more thing quickly. Edmonton Stingers wrap up their home schedule tonight. Probably too late for you listening to this, but they are guaranteed a home playoff game. Check them out online. Check out the Edmonton Stingers. They finished 2nd. They're looking for their 3rd CEBL championship. That's a wrap on today's episode, brought to you by Will Hawk Beef Jerky. Enjoy your week, and we'll be back on Thursday.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.